Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Comic Room with me, Darren. This is going to be quite a long video because I've got quite a bit to pack in. I've got some books I want to show you. I've got some Kickstarter rewards. I've got two unboxings. One of them is kind of you might call it a genuine unboxing. The other one is going to be an unboxing, but you're going to see what it is before I unbox it, if that makes any sense. And then I want to finish off by giving you an updated little tour of the comic room. Not a massive amount has developed since I did my original room tour video, but I have moved things around a bit and put some new bits and pieces out. Anyway, I'm rabbiting on a bit. What I want to do to kick off with is I want to give a little bit of a shout out to another YouTube channel. This is called Comicflix and Chill with Ken and Randell. This is a fairly new channel that is co-hosted, compared, whatever you want to call it, by a couple of friends of mine, Ken Worthing and Randell Cinnamon. Now, Ken and Randell have both got their own YouTube channels that you can look up, but this is kind of a collaborative affair that they're now doing. Comicflix and Chill with Ken and Randell. And basically, it's a couple of guys who are just yakking on about comics. And I think it's going to develop into maybe including a bit more pop culture stuff, like films, that kind of thing. But to start with, the videos so far have mainly concentrated on comics. Ken is a massive fan of Captain America comics, and in particular foreign Captain America comics. And if you go on his own channel, you'll see a lot of videos devoted purely to that. But basically with the new channel, the guys just chat about what they've been picking up and that kind of stuff, and it's really interesting, and it's just really entertaining to watch two guys just nattering on about comics, which is something they both love. What I'll do, I'll drop a link in the description below directly to the channel. Go check the guys out and give them a sub. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Okay, now that the plug's out the way, we'll crack on with the things that I want to show you first. Right, the first thing, I'm sure quite a lot of you are picking these up. I really like them, and it's basically the Marvel facsimile editions that they've started producing, which is reproductions of older comics, key issues. But it's not the True Believer ones, which like you pay a dollar for, or whatever the pound equivalent is of that. These are facsimile issues, and that means that they're, as well as reproducing the book in its entirety, they're also doing kind of an exact reproduction of the book, in terms of including the adverts and all that kind of thing, letters, pages. So it literally is an authentic reproduction of the original book. They've done quite a few of these, and I think I've picked up most of them. There's maybe just one issue that I haven't picked up, but I'll just quickly show what I've got. This one's the most recent. I think this came out last week, and this is Alpha Flight number 1. And I think of all the facsimile issues that have come out so far, this is the only one that I've got the original issue. And if I remember rightly, I actually got sent it as a freebie, along with a CGC book that I bought from somebody off eBay. And it was in beautiful condition, really nice condition. So that's Alpha Flight. Then we've got Amazing Spider-Man number 252. The new black costume. I mentioned that these are different to the True Believer issues. These are not a dollar. These are $3.99 books, and sometimes even $4.99 books. if it's a thicker issue, because some of them are like 48 pages, so just bear that in mind. There's also the Defenders #1. That is one of the $4.99 issues. Guardians of the Galaxy #3. Silver Surfer #14. Fantastic Four #1. I've also got a Hulk 181. You'll see that in a few minutes because I've actually put that in a comic book frame and I've got it displayed at the back. And I like to pretend that it is an actual copy of Hulk 181, which is a book that I'll never own, but this is the next best thing. Now I've also got a kind of a DC equivalent to this facsimile edition, but this one I actually bought off eBay, and I'm not sure whether you got it as a freebie with something that you might have bought. I'm really not sure, but it's the Brave and the Bold presents Justice League of America number 28. But again, just like the Marvel facsimiles, it's an exact reproduction of the original book. The only difference is this comes with a little certificate of authenticity. I'm not quite sure what the object of that is. Anyways, nice thing to have. And I did notice that in previews that DC are actually going to start producing their own facsimile editions, just in the same way as Marvel are doing. So I'm looking forward to picking those up when they start coming out as well. So, like I said, a lot of you probably got those anyway, or some of them, but they are a nice little book to pick up if you can't afford the originals. Okay, moving on. A few weeks ago, I received some Kickstarter rewards. And this is a Kickstarter from a guy called Monty Nero, who produces a comic called Death Sentence. You may be familiar with this. It did come out from Titan Comics a couple of years ago, and there's been 2 volumes of it. There was the original Death Sentence. I've actually got the single issues of this, but I did pick up this nice little hardcover of Volume 1 when Forbidden Planet were doing a sale over Christmas. So this collects all 6 issues of the first series. And then I've also got, I also picked it up in the sale as well, although I've not got this in floppies. This is the follow-up, which was Death Sentence London, another 6-issue mini-series. As I say, both of these were produced by Titan Comics in the UK. But what Monty's done for the 3rd volume is he's decided to do it by the independent route and do it by way of a Kickstarter. I'm not sure why, but I actually missed the issue 1 Kickstarter, which was done a few months ago. But I did manage to pick up the issue 1 when he did the issue 2 Kickstarter, which is what I've got my rewards for. Can't remember what I paid, maybe about £12 for this particular reward package. And what I got for that was Death Sentence Volume 3 Liberty, issue #1. And the great thing about Monty's Kickstarters is that he likes to do personalizations with everything that you get with your reward packages. So in this issue, he's done a nice little thank you, little personalized thank you, which I think is really, really nice. And then this is issue #2 with a really gorgeous Ben Oliver cover. That's really nice. Death Sentence Liberty #2. And in this, Monty's done a little remark. Very nice. Now, as part of the rewards as well, I think these were stretch rewards. Got some stickers. Just some nice little giveaways of all the main characters. There we go. And we also got some prints. Again, all personalised. This one says, Darren, you rock. I don't think many people would agree with that, but there you go, that was nice. And we've even got a little Batgirl there. And signed on the back. So that was that, my Kickstarter rewards for Death Sentence Volume 3. Just putting all my crap on the floor. Right, okay, couple of unboxings. The first one, you're going to know what it is, because it's this. It's a DC Power Girl figurine. Now, the funny thing is, I've had this for about a year, and I've not opened it because a year ago we knew that we were looking to move house, so I wanted to wait until I had a comic room, which, as you know, I've now got. So the time has come to finally unveil Power Girl. So let's crack into it. This I actually got, I believe it was round about January 2019, and if I remember rightly, it was in a Forbidden Planet sale, and I'm pretty sure that this cost me less than £20, which is really, really good price. So here we go. There's the figurine itself. And this, of course, is based on an art gem representation of Power Girl. Quite heavy, very nicely sculpted, and it comes with obviously a base, and on there it's got the limited edition number, which is 1642 out of 5200, and that very nicely just, there's two pins that just slot into the corresponding holes in the base, and there it is. Very nice. So this will be the latest addition to the comic room, the actual room, not the comic room, the video. Lovely. That'll go nicely with my Wonder Woman. Okay. More rubbish to get rid of. Just sit her down there. Not quite sure which way around that goes actually. I'll have to check the picture on the box. Right, now we've got a true unboxing, because you're going to see a box, but you don't know what's in it until I unbox it. If you watched my previous video where I did an unboxing, this is one of the packages that I referenced in there that I was going to be opening in my next video. So again, this is something that I've had for weeks and weeks, and I've just been waiting until I've had a chance to start producing some content for the channel again. But I'm very excited about opening this. This was from Sad Lemon Comics, another amazing online retailer here in the UK. Simon Payne. And this I purchased as soon as I saw that they'd gone on sale. This was an absolute must-have. I needed to get this. Very nicely packaged, as always, from Simon. You can always trust a sad lemon. Right, here we go. Just going to tease you a little bit longer. Right, this is a triple set, and it's one of the exclusive sets for Detective Comics 1000, which obviously came out quite a while ago, but it's the Art Jam set. So here we have the trade dress variant with the lovely Gotham City sirens on there. Beautiful. And then we have the same cover but the virgin cover. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have the kind of retro cover, which seems to be the most popular of the three, I think, but I actually like the virgin cover the best. There you go. Very, very happy to have those in my collection. Okay, so that's the unboxing. As I mentioned, what I wanted to finish with, I mean, I'm aware that this is running on quite a bit now. I just wanted to do a little bit of an updated room tour, just to show you where things are at. So I'm going to pick up the camera and try and show you as best I can. So this is the corner of the room that the computer actually used to be in, but I've found that moving the computer makes it a lot easier to access it. So basically we've got the chest of drawers here that has got all my, well, not all, but the omnibuses that I've been able to get out on display. The only thing that I'm still wanting is a nice quality bookcase for the comic room, where all these babies can go. But in the meantime, they've just got to go here. And there, of course, is my Wonder Woman statue, and Power Girl is going to be joining her pretty soon. And then moving across, underneath here is where all the comic boxes are. I think I've got around about 30 comic boxes. Just keep the sheet on there, just to keep them nice and clean and dust free. And just moving over, these are just a couple of things that I've got on display at the moment. I tend to kind of rotate the books that I've got on display. As I mentioned, I've got my Hulk 181 facsimile there. Next to it is a copy of Chaotica, which is artwork by Dan Mendoza. Then I've got one of my favourite Wonder Woman covers. And then next to it, my Perillo Red Sonja. And then I tend to keep stuff on there that I'm just kind of doing stuff with at the moment. And there's a couple of my wife's toys there as well. Not quite sure what they're doing there. And then if we flip around, that's where the chest of drawers used to be, but the computer is now. Surrounded by all my crap on the floor that I've just unboxed. So, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to check out Ken and Randell's channel that I mentioned. As promised, I'll put a description down below. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you're not a subscriber, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel. As I've mentioned, I'm hoping to get lots more content over the next few weeks, which will hopefully be entertaining. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. But if you didn't like it, please tell me why. Always happy to get feedback. So until the next time, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.